I think one of the craziest things that's ever happened to Gundam, or mainly Bandai in general, was their partnership with one manga company for most international releases of them, and that is actually going to be Tokyo Pop. So the reason why this is my thing today is that Bandai made this mass deal where Tokyo Pop would do like all their properties for a hot minute, and then Tokyo Pop kind of went out of business. So what happened was the exact same thing that happened with Raijin Comics, where everything Tokyo Pop had was kind of locked under an agreement, and when they went under, they took like all these properties with it, and no one was able to like get their properties back for a hot minute. So pretty much Bandai trusted them with properties like Dot Hack and all of this. And then when Tokyo Pop went under, they took a lot of stuff like Gundam Seed. They took all the random Gundam stuff with it. And what was really interesting about it was that because they did this, they couldn't be reprinted. So a lot of Gundam properties ended up being pretty rare just based on bad management decisions. And it's really entertaining seeing that they locked up a lot of stuff. They locked up mangas from like Mobile Suit, from Wing, like anything remotely creative, like Lost Chronicles, the Side Story comics, like all those kind of stuff. They were all locked up because Tokyo Pop went out as a business. And there's been a few instances where companies like sold their rights back or something. But like Tokyo Pop just kind of like vanished into thin air, and it's like this stuff was just locked up. And it's kind of sad because like you can't really find like the Gundam Astray stuff. And Gundam Astray is in a lot of the Gundam video games, for example, and you don't know it because it's only manga. And Lost War Chronicles is the same way, and it was a video game that we never got, and Lost Chronicles is the only way to read it. So it's like that book goes for like $50 right now on eBay, and it's all because they sold all these rights to Tokyo Pop, and then Tokyo Pop just went under. And it's really weird because you think of a $1 billion company, you think that they would at least be smart enough to like remotely diversify, but no, they didn't. They didn't. They threw everything under Tokyo Pop, and that led to a interesting scenario because when Tokyo Pop went under, at the time, they had a bunch of Gundam titles. And Bandai had to shop around. That's why a lot of the new Gundam books are through different companies. Like, you'll see like something through Kodansha, something through 7C, something through SIG. And it's all for that reason. It's all because they're diversifying. So I guess they learned from the Tokyo Pop scenario. But it's so interesting to see how many books were really locked up in copyright because of Tokyo Pop going under because of their mismanagement. So, yeah. So if you haven't heard of a lot of Gundam mangas, it's for a reason. It's for a really, really good legal reason, especially in the West.